Thank you everyone for coming out, and hopefully you'll enjoy the talk here. I'm afraid it might go a little bit long, so at the risk of it getting clipped at the end, if you have any questions in the middle, just go ahead and ask when you're thinking of the question. I'm also going to hang around afterwards, so if you have any questions, if we do run out of time, you will be able to get to talking. The other thing I'll note is that we'll go through a lot of information here, and almost all of it is printed in your books. Your presentation of the book is going to look different than the one I'm showing, and that's just because I like to make things difficult. But the information is going to be similar. It's just sort of the presentation is going to be a little bit different. So I'm representing a company today called Blueseq, and I'm not going to spend too much time on them, but I just want to give you a general idea. They're a company that's put together the world's first research exchange that's dedicated to next-gen sequencing. So if people have next-gen sequencing needs, they can go onto the exchange, describe their product, and then service providers and core labs can then bid on that project, and we match them together. In doing this and creating this exchange, it was really important for us to be extremely neutral. We had to represent all the technologies, all the platforms that were out there, handle them in a very even-handed way. And sort of an offshoot of that is that we have to understand all these technologies. And it's that understanding which we share with you on our website, blueseq.com, and some of which I'll be sharing with you today. So let's go ahead and get started. This is kind of an overview. We've already heard about most of or all of these companies, at least briefly. This is generally considered the primary world of next-gen sequencing. These are the primary companies and the primary technologies. But it turns out there's actually a lot more out there. And so it's a really complicated space. It's a space that's moving fast. And this presentation is just to give you a flavor of what's there and what's coming. So you kind of see in this slide, or a version of this slide, you'll probably see 10 more versions of it coming down the line in the next couple of days. So basically, this is looking at the cost of whole genome sequencing and how it's plummeted over the years. We can tell it was very expensive in the beginning, it's very cheap today. There's just a few key milestones on here. 454 came out and really started the revolution in next generation sequencing, started driving that price down. Solexa, which was later then acquired by Illumina, really started driving down that price even more. And then you can see once the solid technology came out, you basically started having this war primarily between Illumina and Life Technologies, where they just beat each other up, but to the benefit of all the researchers. It really starts driving that price down. Complete Genomics came out, offering a whole genome service, originally on the order of $10,000. Actually, that was the technology. HiSeq 2000 from Illumina came out, again, causing a really drastic drop in the price. Complete Genomics, originally when they launched, were offering the service for $10,000. They're now down to about $4,000 or $5,000. Illumina is about the same place. So you're talking roughly $4,000 or $5,000. These are for research genomes. The personal genomes that we talked about before that you heard from Kevin, they're more expensive, and they're likely always to be a little bit more expensive. It's just a different level of sequencing, a different depth. But the point is, the price has been dropping dramatically. It's continuing to drop. Other factors are going to start being more important, as we've heard. The